I'm finally telling you how we go on free cruises, how we go on cruises super cheap. We are on a balcony view on Allure Seas, which is a giant ship, and we only paid $220, and that's for both of us, everything included. So let's get into it. I know I'm gonna probably not be monetized for this video, and I've been holding off on this because I don't want to put it in any other platform because I don't know how they feel about it, but I finally cracked the code, and I wish someone told me about this earlier because I have saved tens of thousands of dollars, and I can do this so cheaply. No one understands why I can cruise 2 to 3 times a month as a full-time traveling family of 5. This is why. So let's get through it. Casino program. Number 1, I am not a gambler and I do not like gambling, and I do not suggest you to gamble. I am not saying that at all. I'm just telling you what I know. Now, to cover my butt, this is my personal experience. I'm not telling you to do anything. I do not suggest you gamble. I am not a big gambler. I do not like putting money in the machine. I did this solely for the offer so we can get onto free cruises. So don't go into any addiction. I'm not pushing that at all. This is just what we did and what we are doing as a full-time traveling family of 5 who cruises 2 to 3 times a month. But I know how to work the system to where I can pay just the bare minimum and get all these cruises for free. So in my opinion, and what I've heard mostly, is Royal Caribbean is the easiest to get with. And you can spend the least amount of money with Royal Caribbean and constantly get offers for free cruises. I heard Carnival is really difficult to understand because you have to spend a lot of money, which I'm not about that life. Same goes with MSC, and I don't know any other casino programs with any other cruise line. Those are the only ones I know. Now, I was so against gambling, and I still am. I do not like gambling. I do not like putting money in the machines. I do not like any of that. So you only have to do it once, and then you're good for the rest of the year. So when we went on our cruise, we met up some friends who do this whole system, and they were actually living on the cruise ship because it was cheaper for them to live on the cruise ship than actually renting an apartment. And everything's included. You have housekeeping, you have food, like even if you need medical, they have it here as well. And you're on a tropical destination. Crazy. So the key is 2,500 points. When you go into the casino and you have your normal ID card, the one you go into your room with, you do not have to do anything special. You put it into the machine and it shows you to have 0 points. The biggest thing is points. So when you start gambling in slots, I don't know anything about card tables. I heard card tables are way more difficult to understand and getting points. They say mostly go to slots. So when you're doing the slot machines, you need to get up to 2,500 points in one trip. This automatically makes you prime. What this means, but if you get it on one trip, again, I'm not suggesting you gamble. What this means when you hit 2,500 points in one trip, you are automatically prime for the whole entire year, which you get perks. I'll get into that in a second. You automatically get a free cruise. There is a QR code by the cashier's desk, which I have no idea if this was like a whole thing. When you hit 2,500 points, you can use your QR code and you can see all the list of cruises you get to pick that you automatically get for free for 2. Some of them come to be interior rooms, ocean view, some of them are balconies. It all depends on the ship. The newer and bigger ships, of course, you're going to get more, like a worse room, but the older ships, you get the better rooms. And if you think you're going on Icon for the 2,500 points, that's not going to happen. The newer ships, it's usually more difficult. But I have 2 booked now right now with Utopia. I'm getting sidetracked. If you hit 2,500 points, this is the ultimate thing where you're going to be getting free cruises constantly. And we'll kind of keep going into that. I'm sorry, this is confusing. I have ADHD. This is really... Okay, if you get less, I'll give you options in a second. Let's keep going to saying you got 2,500 points in one trip. Not one day, one trip. So if your trip's a week, 5 days, this one's 3 days. You already have that free one you can pick whenever to your schedule and which one you like, depending on, the list is huge, okay? Then in March or April, you get another cruise called the Prime Cruise. So you can do the 2,500 points and never gamble, not one day, and don't put $1 in casino, even if you go on 50 cruises for that whole year, you're Prime. So when March or April, it resets because it's a full calendar year, goes to March or April. You get another cruise. It will be coming to your offer saying, hey, you have another free cruise, but this one's the big one. This is the one that you can't get on Icon still, unfortunately. That one's not, we thought we could, we can't. It was an exclusion. But you can go on big ships and you can pretty much pick any ship you want on any date, as long as there's a room available. So we ended up getting a balcony room on Wonder, and we got the best date, and we're just super excited to go on that. So that was completely free. We didn't have to do anything for that. So for 2,500 points in one sitting, we have the free one that we get to pick whenever we want, and then we get in March and April, we get another one. So 2 cruises just for 2,500 points. But wait, It gets better. On your sale card, when you come into Royal Caribbean, you just normally get your card to get in your room, to charge things, whatever. It's going to say the word Prime. This is really important because you just saved a whole bunch of money because you no longer have to get the drinking package. As long as the casino is open, you can go down to the casino. You can get waters, you can get sodas, you can get cocktails, you can get beer, wine, whatever you want. Anything at the bar, you are allowed to have. So we are not drinkers, but we love to stock up on sparkling water and Red Bulls, and we actually put them in the room. You can only get them while the casino is open, but you notice when they're on their private island, they're open all the time, and then you're usually off the boat anyways. When you come back on the boat and you start going, it's back open. You can load up and get whatever you want, or if you want to grab some wine before your dinner, you can do that as well. So that is a perk in itself and will save you a ton of money as well. Now, let's say you can't get to 2,500 points in one sitting. Even if you got, I think, 400 points, which my father-in-law did on his last cruise, he is getting offers all the time. So once in a while, he'll get one for two free people for a whole cruise, and all you have to do pay is taxes and fees. However, most of the time, it's usually only one free person. So with a couple, this is still going to be super, super cheap and give you a completely discounted cruise. But you don't get the two free people, which will make it super, super, super cheap. Now, here's where it's going to get a little bit confusing. I know, I'm sorry. So let's say you go on one cruise and you make 1,500 points. You're technically still not Prime. You're going to get a smaller cruise, a smaller list of free cruises, but you earned a free cruise. I think it's at 1,200 points, you're able to get a free cruise. So once you go at the end of your cruise journey trip that you're on right now, and you get, like, let's say 1,200 points, it will show you at the casino host desk what it is. You can do your QR code and see what lists. But let's say 1,200 points, you scan it. It's going to be a smaller list, but you do have offers to get free cruises right then and there. So you can get a free cruise still, regardless, even with smaller points, just, again, a little smaller, usually older ships. With that, you're not Prime yet. Let's say you come back on another cruise because you have a discount or whatever. You're back on another ship. You have a 5-day cruise to the Bahamas, whatever. Let's say this time you have 1,000 points. You did 1,500 last time. You did 1,000 this time. That equals 2,500. What does that mean? This means that you're now Prime. You earned that free cruise in March or April. I don't remember what it is. And now you're able to have the word Prime on your card, which means you get free drinks in the casino. Oh, another perk when you're Prime, you also get a discount on Wi-Fi, which is great for us. We get 30% off, which is, again, a huge discount. But we figured out, because we both have cards and we've tested both of them out, if you hit 2,500 points in one sailing, you get way better offers, 10 times better. So we can actually stack them for both of us and get double rooms and make it even cheaper. So let's go to an example of what these rooms are or the offers we get. First thing is clubroyaleoffers.com. So you might be gambling on cruises and not even realize you get these discounts, or you might even have an offer right now. So what it is clubroyaleoffers.com. It's going to ask for your last name, and then it's going to ask for your member number. What is it called? It's your Royal Caribbean number. You can find it on your app. Everyone has one. Put that in, press go, and it can show you any offers if you have any. You get offers by putting your card inside the slot machine. If you're paying the slot machine and you don't ever put your card in, you don't get the points, and they have no idea that it was you. Now, how do we get ours so cheap? Well, when we have an offer for two free people, that is two free people that we don't have to pay for, and all we have to pay is for our taxes and fees. So right now, we have a balcony, ocean view, nice room on Allure of the Seas. It's a large freaking ship, and we're in the Bahamas, and we're a perfect day at Coco, and it costs us $220. Now let's factor in our 3 kids, because this is when it gets a little bit confusing. We have to upgrade our room usually because we have to get bunk beds, and because of that, we have to pay taxes and fees for them. However, kids sail free, so we never pay for anyone besides the taxes and fees. Sometimes certain ships or certain places, it gets a little bit more difficult when you add kids and upgrading the room, because sometimes it can be a fee. We've paid one time, the most we've ever spent was like a $500 fee. Ooh, for like this big ship or whatever. But usually it's just taxes and fees and a small upgrade fee. That's only because, again, the kids. If it's just two of us, no big deal. Now for the more advanced people that know how to do the casino program, let's talk about stacking offers, or save this video so once you do the whole casino thing, you can come back to find out about stacking offers. We're actually taking family on cruises often because of stacking your offers. So my husband could have 1 or 2 people free. I could have 1 or 2 people free. We could add my in-laws to my room, my kids to his room, and all of a sudden we have 2 rooms, and all we had to pay were taxes and fees, and that's it. Amazing. And then other times when we've had lower offers, my husband has one free person, I have one free person, you can stack them together and then also get discounted money off. Or if my husband has one person free in his room and we have to upgrade the room, then my offer that's one free person as well could be like another $150 off. Add it to attach. You just got to ask them when you call the phone number that you have these two offers and that's what you want. Usually on your offers on clubroyale.com, you click on it and once they expire and you get new ones every month, but it'll show you some ships, maybe 5 or 6, and then it'll show you some dates you can pick from. So it changes all the time and sometimes we have to cancel them and we get our money back to get even better ones. So it all depends. If you want more tips and tricks and if you want to see how we cruise and we're doing cruise reviews, and this is literally our whole life right now is filming content on cruises, hit that follow button. I'm putting stuff on YouTube, day in the lives and everything, and cruise more in detail content for long form content and smaller form on TikTok and Instagram. So bye guys. Good luck. If you have any questions, hit me on Instagram and send me a little message. Bye.